and I'm the one they fear.
Back to the Mixed Tag Podcast, everybody. I am Agent 04, and I'm here with the best, the greatest podcasting partner of all time, in the words of Liv Morgan. Moni, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Let's get the show on
Love to see
the
it.
road.
Now, we have a special episode today, folks. We're not talking about Raw. We're not even talking about SmackDown. No NXT, no TNA. Because today, we're talking about a WrestleMania card that we are pre-building. We're basically trying to predict WrestleMania next year. So this is going to be interesting. Are you ready for my first match, Moni?
Let's get into it.
All right. So my opener for night one of WrestleMania is a last man standing match between Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker.
Ooh.
Now, due to Seth and Braun feuding at the moment, and we all know sometimes WWE they do love dragging a feud all the way to WrestleMania. And even sometimes they'll drag the feud to WrestleMania and won't even end it at WrestleMania. So, but the reason why I believe Seth and Braun Breaker should have a last man standing match specifically because in my opinion, it's a good way to make Braun Breaker look strong whether there's outside interference or not from a returning Bronson Reed, if they want to push Braun Breaker to really make him be like that next big dog, that top star, because I'm not gonna lie, as of right now, Oba Femi and Trick Williams have stolen all of Braun Breaker's aura as far as like being that future star in the company.
Oh,
Oba
definitely.
and Trick have stolen his star power. So y'all want to get Braun Breaker back up there? Y'all really want to push him as that next star? Last man standing match with Seth Rollins, and then however he beats Seth, it has to be like extremely brutal, like to the point where, oh yeah, he ain't getting up no more.
Yeah.
He's not gonna get up no more. And then another thing, with Bronson Reed possibly coming back soon, there's definitely gonna be some outside interference, and I can see Bronson Reed being the reason that Braun Breaker wins.
Yeah.
So, what's your opinion on my night one opener?
I agree with you. And like you were saying, Brian kind of has been getting overshadowed a lot. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that match at WrestleMania, beating one of the GOATs, would
Yep.
definitely get his star power back going because it did die down a little bit. And
Mm.
if we talking about Bronson Reed looked good. So
I'm talking about he finna come back as a juggernaut.
I definitely see Bronson Reed coming in and like wrecking some shit and leaving
Yeah,
and
I'm
kind
like,
of,
wow.
helping him get that win. But that is
Mm-hmm.
something that needs to happen to get his star power back.
Mm. I agree with you on that. I agree. Now let's move. Oh, and another thing too, Seth Rollins is a great worker and he's good at putting people over. Seth Rollins is the perfect person to help get a Braun Breaker over.
Yeah, even though it's been a while
Oh wow.
since he's been
But
trying
but
to do that. But
yeah. But to be fair,
pulling him
the
at his
vision
close.
has been cursed with a lot of injuries. So that also messed up a lot of plans for everybody.
And I don't even want to speak it back in existence, but he better not get injured before WrestleMania.
I'm talking about what?
I'm gonna be
Man,
like, just throw him in the trash.
at this point, no
All
lie.
of them. Throw him in the trash. All of them.
All over. Hey, just get rid of the whole vision at this point.
Because I don't see one.
Because Austin Theory is the last man standing. And I hope that nothing happens to him. Because what is going on? Well, I'm talking like he's the only person in the division that hasn't been hurt in any type of way yet. Austin Theory, please stay safe, man. Because
Yeah.
that group is cursed.
Protect him with all costs.
Real. Now let's move on to my second match. This is gonna be a banger. So I have a tag team ladder match between the champions currently division. I do have Logan Paul returning by next year because he's gonna be out for the rest of this year, no doubt. So I do
Yeah.
see him making it to Mania next year. So I have Logan Paul and Austin Theory versus the Street Profits versus the Usos. And here we go. I'm calling up Darkseid from NXT and throwing them in there. We're gonna have us a tag team ladder match, and that match is gonna be a banger because for one, we got Logan Paul and Jay Uso and Jimmy Uso. We give them ladders and stuff to jump off of. They go do some crazy stuff. They
Oh
gonna do some
yeah.
crazy stuff. No, they are daredevils. They don't care. Jay Uso will suicide dive head first into a ladder if you are holding it. He don't. Jimmy will whisper in the wind you if you got a ladder in your hand. He don't care. Logan
Yeah.
Paul will moonsault you if you have a ladder in your hand. They do not care. So I feel like that the dynamic of a ladder match just fits so well for the Usos and Logan Paul specifically. They alone would probably steal the show.
Yeah, and that would also
But
be a
then
good way to bring in Dark State.
yep, especially hey, now that Saquon is not in the group no more. Saquon was the person that everybody was looking at as like that breakout star. But to me, now Dion Lennox then took over everything. Hey, Dion Lennox is fire. I can't lie. I like Dion. But and then oh yeah, the members of Darkseid that I will have in this ladder match would be Dion Lennox and Osiris. Because first off, well they have that like imposing threat. They look serious.
Yeah.
Cutler James, unfortunately, due to a lot of those promos that he had at NXT, he don't look. He's not that serious to me. Like to be in a ladder match, especially a title match for his first
Yeah.
WrestleMania. Nah, no, 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 no. But I just feel like it'll be a banger. And as you said, it's a great way to introduce Darkseid to the main roster and those casual fans, the fans who like only tune in to see the major superstars and things like that, and to give them a chance to see somebody new.
Yeah. And like it's
All
a
right.
great debut. WrestleMania.
Mhm. Exactly. Hey, they remember last year? Well, this year actually, Last Legend made her debut at
Yeah.
WrestleMania. Javon Evans and Ova and Trick made their debut at WrestleMania. So
And they completely showed out.
they showed up. Oh yeah, Stephanie too. That's right. This is Steph. That was Stephanie's first Mania. So it's
Mm-hmm.
crazy to think. And that's why I said this new wave of talent is different because think about the superstars it took years to even get on WrestleMania. And
And
then
it's
we have people
stars that
that's
ain't
coming
even
from
got there
NXT,
yet.
and they exactly. And then we got people from NXT. They first year there, all of them get booked on WrestleMania.
Yeah.
All of them. Oh yeah, this new wave of talent is different.
Yeah.
Now moving on to my Intercontinental Championship match. I do believe Sol Ruga's gonna hold this title for a long time. I genuinely do. I think she's gonna hold it all the way to WrestleMania. But with that being said, the next match that I have is Sol Ruka versus a heel Maxine Dupree for the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. And
Mm,
let me tell you why. So as we all been seeing the Maxine Dupree Austin Theory small storyline they having on the side. They're either be talking in the background or she'll be in the car. But recently Maxine she didn't necessarily snap on Alpha Academy, but she kind of told them away. Telling them to get off Austin Theory back and things like that. So it's interesting to see what are we gonna do. And also, now that Chad Gable's back on Raw, I can see Chad Gable like trying to work his way back into like the good graces of all of them, especially
yeah.
Maxine. But I don't think Maxine gonna fall for it. And I think
No.
that's like what we're gonna see, like the first side of her, like her different side. She's not falling for it, or like maybe something could happen and it'll end up setting up a match between Chad Gable and Austin Theory. Boom! Now we got a mini
Mm,
feud right there. So my
yep.
whole thing with Maxine, they're slowly planting the grapes right now, and I just feel like she deserves that WrestleMania moment. And her versus Sol Ruka next year, I feel like it's the good move to go, especially if that momentum works, turning Maxine heel. If it's working, go ahead and give her that opportunity again, like we did when she had that feud with Becky when she was a face. Because a lot of
Yeah.
wrestlers strive way better as a heel than they do as a face, just like some wrestlers are better as a face than they are as a heel.
Yep. Oh, did we just come up with a future episode?
Well, superstars are
Who's
better as face than heel.
yes.
Ooh, yes, we just did.
I like that.
Perfect,
Anyways,
perfect,
continue.
perfect. Now, oh, and it was Soul Ruka too. Now that she's been working on her finisher, we can tell that she's been working on her Soul Snatcher a lot. She definitely something that I'm noticing about Soul Ruka, those nerves are starting to go away. But when she first got there, she was definitely like nervous, and that was probably just
Yeah.
those main roster jitters. Obviously, she's not used to competing in front of over 10,000 people every day. She's used to maybe like 3,000, 4,000. How many of people you can fit in that NXT room? She's not used
Yeah.
to double-digit thousands performing in front of people like that. So, you know, the first few times she messed up her soul snatcher, I gave her the benefit of the doubt. You could tell she was nervous because even during
And
some of her
plus,
promos, she looks nervous.
yeah, and plus you gotta think, she gotta get used to the ring, because isn't the
Hmm.
NXT ring smaller than the main event
Smaller.
ring?
Yep. The NXT ring is smaller. So Soul's gonna have to get used to those different ropes.
Yeah. She got adjusting.
Hmm. Hmm. But she's great, and I feel like give her about a month or two. Ruka's gonna be those that one that gonna like be that breakout wrestler. She's gonna be in the conversation for breakout wrestler on the main roster. Because I ain't gonna lie, for the men's, it's either Oba or Trick. It's no in between. It's either Oba or Trick.
Yeah.
Like there is no debating, no none of that.
Because
Oba
right
Femi
now
and
they
Trick
neck and
Williams
neck.
is definitely the big.
They
I'm talking
neck
about
and neck.
I'm talking about woo. Hey, you know what they remind me of when Seth and Roman and Dean first all came in the company, Javon, Trick, and Oba, they remind me of like the Shield, except they just like they not grouped up. Like
Yeah.
all of them are gonna be great. And the thing with Javon, they said that they don't see Javon as more than a mid carder. I don't believe that. I think Javon could definitely be a main eventer, 100%.
I see
100%.
it
Javon, he can be our Jeff Hardy.
could be. He already working towards it. Shoot.
You're right. To be
Give
fair,
him a
you're right.
ladder.
Man, and we saw what he did when we put him in the ladder match too. So
OG cut
get
right
hey.
up with the thing. Like give him a 60-foot ladder. He gonna figure out something to do.
And then the thing with Javon, he's young too, so that's good. It gives him time to work on his craft more, get over with the fans. Cause here's the thing with creative. I'm gonna go off track real quick. Here's the thing with creative. There's a bunch of old people in creative that are stuck in their old ways, and
Yeah.
that hinders a lot of these superstars. Because think about it, back then, someone like a Chelsea Green or a Javon Evans probably would have such a terrible gimmick, and they wouldn't even consider them being a champion. You know,
No.
I'm just keeping it real. It sucks to say, but yeah, especially Chelsea, because back then they didn't even let the women do anything for real. They would probably have Chelsea show up wearing a skimpy outfit and get beat up and then leave.
She would
It
be the
sucks to
Rosa
say,
Mendez.
but it's true.
She would have been the Rosa Mendez.
Oh my goodness. See somebody manager, all she does is come out there and dance. She
Yeah.
dances.
And then
Oh
when
my
she does get in the
goodness.
ring, it's like 2 seconds and then it's all
Two
done.
seconds. Yeah. So ah, it just sucks to think about. If Vince was here, Javon Evans probably would not be on the main roster.
Javon, no.
Now I can see, you know what? I don't even think Oba will be on the main roster. Out of all of them, I can see Vince liking Trick because of his gimmick. But Oba and Javon, I don't think Vince would like them. I'm just keeping it real. So
Nah, he
yeah,
would love Trick because he'll probably think he look like a pimp.
a pimp for real.
You
Hey,
know
Vince
how
would
Vince
literally
had
turn him into a
his
pimp.
time back in the damn days.
Yeah. So hey, Vince would love Trick.
Yeah.
But now, speaking of that boy Javon, moving on to my next match. We running it back basically. Actually with Penta, Javon, and Rusev, but we're gonna have Penta, Javon, Rusev, LA Knight, and Ethan Page for the Intercontinental Championship. And
Hmm.
honestly, for that plot twist, I would have Ethan Page win, and not only that, I would have Ethan Page pin LA Knight so we can get him as much heat as possible.
Oh
Like
yeah.
I need him to have dirty Dominic Mysterio heat. I need Ethan Page to be getting booed every single second of him being in that ring.
I'm sorry. I don't think nobody could achieve Dirty Dom heat.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. When Dom,
'Cause,
hey, the Dom turned on Ray and Edge, that nigga was public enemy number one for like the next 2.5 years.
like if Dom even breathes, like 30 million people in the world are booing that man. If he even sneezes, there nobody's gonna say bless you.
And then now it's the mix. He either gets cheered to the point where he can't talk, or he's getting booed to the point where he can't talk. Like it's
Yeah.
so crazy to think about. But that just shows you how good Dom is. Also,
Yes.
Dom is on night two, so don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. He's on night two. I know I'm not gonna mention him tonight. He's definitely on night two. We're gonna don't worry. We got some plans for Dom. Now, moving on to my co-main event, which Moni, this one you know about well, but okay. So the only difference is I have this as a title match. You
Yeah.
don't. Liv Morgan versus Roxy versus Raquel for the women's title at WrestleMania. That would just be the perfect storyteller, especially right now. Now, Liv and Raquel already had their kind of tension a few months ago when Liv costed Raquel the match against Stephanie. So it was like, they were kind of going back and forth. But now they kind of playing the scenes between Roxanne and Liv Morgan.
Oh
Because
yes.
as we know, Finn Balor brought Roxanne to the Judgment Day. Judgment Day turned on Finn. And then Liv Morgan saw the footage of Finn Balor sneaking into the clubhouse talking to Roxanne, which is interesting to think about. But you know what I find even funnier though? Finn is on SmackDown.
Yeah.
So are they gonna go with a different path for why Liv doesn't trust Roxanne anymore? Because Finn is not there to for her to join Finn and beat up everybody in Judgment Day. Finn is gone. So I want to know what direction they're gonna go in. But it's interesting to say the least. I think Raquel should win that match in general. Raquel should leave that match as the women's champion. That's
I
me.
was thinking
I
that.
like if I'm WWE, I'm finna book Raquel like from Bianca Belair. I'm talking about they gonna be jumping her and she's still gonna come out on top. Like I just need we gonna turn Raquel into a monster.
But see,
It's gonna take a lot for them to take her down.
even when I was in the process of planning that match, I was like thinking of like all the options because I did have Roxanne as, a Money in the Bank winner. Even if the
Hmm.
match is not a triple threat match, we could still have Liv versus Raquel. Boom. One of them
Mm.
win, Roxanne cash in.
And then Roxy cashes in. Ooh.
But it needs to be something where we see all three of them get their hands on each other at the same time. Because it's
For
coming.
real.
It's coming.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
It's just who gonna
Especially
jump
the way,
first.
because Raquel, you can tell Raquel been wanting to put her hands on Liv Morgan. She's been wanting to put her hands on Liv, so that's gonna be interesting to see. But you know what? Now that you mention it, though, if Roxanne was to win Money in the Bank and it was like a one-on-one match between Liv and Raquel, that would actually be that would be great. That's like such a
Yeah.
good like moment, and that would be like that's like that would be one of the memorable cashes that you can't forget.
Yes, because if we rank the best women's Money in the Bank cash ins, I have to say Naomi got the number one spot.
Oh yeah, Naomi's still at number one.
So
Naomi pulled a Seth Rollins. No, I don't. I genuinely don't think no one will ever be able to beat Naomi and Seth Rollins for cash-ins.
no,
They
and
have
that's
like set the bar. So I'll be honest, Damian Priest did good. Damian Priest did damn good. But I also think about the aftermath of the title, and they did nothing with him. He lost the
yeah.
title a month later at SummerSlam. So the payout of him winning the title wasn't as hype and good as the actual cash in. When he cashed in, when CM Punk beat up Drew McIntyre, I was mad, but then I thought about it. Oh wait, Damian Priest is Mr. Money in the Bank.
Yeah. And like,
So yeah, it's interesting. It's just interesting that they didn't actually do anything with him though when he won the title.
yeah, I know we ventured up, we've been we on a side quest right now, but when it comes to Money in the Bank cash ins, Seth Rollins has had the best. Like
And the
he
fact that he did
pulled
it
off
twice.
twice. And just when we thought that he couldn't top it, he did. Like, cause
I
the
was like,
first time was the heist of the century. This man, and it's funny because I remember us being on the game and we was talking about it when Seth first got injured, and we was making
mm-hmm.
jokes about it. And this man actually came out and did it. Flabbergasted.
And the interesting part is when he did the whole thing with the crutches. When he first came out there, I'm thinking, okay, they just gonna tease him cashing in, which they
Oh
kind of
yeah,
did. He came out there, just raised the money in the bank. He was with Paul Heyman. This nigga turns around and
so
drops
bold
the
at that.
crutches on beat. I'm talking about Thomas and Bernie. He dropped the crutches on beat. When he dropped those crutches, I like exploded, basically.
I still got the
I
footage. I still got my reaction
exploded.
on my phone.
Good because oh my goodness.
Like that was good. That was good. Whoever's idea that was good. And like I kind of sort of semi call Naomi's too, because I was talking to Sam and I was like, nah, this was like right when she won Money in the Bank. I was like, I don't feel like she's going to go for that title. I said she gonna cash in. If I said it, and then I remember her doing it, and I remember Sam called me immediately. He was like,
Yep.
You said it. You said it. You know how Sam
I'm gonna
is.
be honest. When she lost to Jade Cargill that night, and I remember that Io and Rhea still had a match, it made me think of Seth. Like, okay, when Rhea and Io did that Spanish fly spot, I immediately thought about Seth Rollins and Naomi because a lot of people seem to forget Seth Rollins got clip form earlier that night. It got hit with the nastiest RKO I've seen since the Evan Bourne RKO.
Yeah.
I'm talking about went for that curve stomp, got popped up mid-air RKO, and he still cashed in later that night. Naomi got put through a table and still cashed in later that
My girl
night.
came out there with a busted up nose.
And she was limping, holding her ribs, but she was I
Like
bet she was dragging that
she
damn
was
referee.
beat up. I
Oh
love how
my
they gave
goodness.
her moment to shine, and like I really love
Real.
her. But let's get back on topic of the WrestleMania because we'll be here all day talking about Money in the Bank.
Let's move on to my night one main event, which I feel like depending on how they work it, one of them has to be a heel in this match. Cody
Mhm.
Rhodes versus Sami Zayn for the undisputed title. Give it
Mm.
to me now. Give it to me, especially now, because now I'm fully on board with the Sami Zayn saying that he's. Hey, remember when John Cena was calling himself the last real champion? Sami
Yeah,
Zayn's the last real good guy. and
yeah,
and the fact that he got over by beating up water bottles is actually just shows you that you can WWE fans can be satisfied. You just have to give us something, man. Just give us
yeah,
something entertaining.
yeah. I see.
And then another thing too, recently, him and Cody exchanged a few slaps. He knocked Cody out with the title, but he also did a fast count, making Cody beat Gunther, which could also, maybe Cody feel some type of way about that.
You know Cody feels some type of way about that because Cody don't really like to win like that sometimes.
Hmm. Hey, we saw what happened with him and John Cena. That's why he lost. He didn't want to hit John Cena with the title.
Yeah,
Even with Randy, sometimes he would still slow down in the middle of their match, even though he still won, but he was slow. He would like hesitate for a second. But and another thing too is Sammy, if they are eventually gonna do the Saudi Arabia thing, Sami Zayn has to be champion, or he has to like have
be in
Sami
that
Zayn has to be
picture.
champion. He has to be the champion. I'm just keeping it so real. And also, Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura are the only two from NXT, like out of that big bunch, that didn't get shit for real. All they have gotten are mid card titles and tag team championships.
And they could do so much with Shinsuke, but they just fucking don't.
They don't. They fumbled. They fumbled the bag on Shinsuke so long ago, and it's like they just basically gave up. They fumbled. They fumbled bad. He could have. He could have won the title from Seth Rollins during their feud. I ain't gonna lie. That last man standing match, and I love Seth Rollins to death, but that last man standing match did kind of piss me off because Seth Rollins was getting up from shit that like actually that should end the match.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. If I get misted in the eyes of red mist and pushed off a ladder through a table, I'm not getting up, gang. I'm sorry. I'm not getting up. And then they kept having like those near falls. And I understand it's Seth Rollins, but certain moves you shouldn't be able to recover from as fast. And going through a table and getting misted in the face, you should not be able to get up by 10 seconds. I'm just
No.
saying. At
Especially getting
all.
put through a table first. No.
From a ladder? Those ladders are tall.
If that was me, I'd still be laying there months later.
Hey, look, when they get to the building for the next pay-per-view, I'm still gonna be there in the same spot.
Yeah, pull a Johnny Gargano, have not moved.
Oh my goodness. But back to Sammy and Cody. Another reason why I would love for Sammy and Cody to fight at Mania. Like I said, if one of them were a heel in this situation, it'll work because if Cody is a heel, it'll probably gravitate the fans towards Sammy. But if Sammy is a heel,
It's
it'll
gonna
gravitate the
gravitate towards
fans back
Cody.
to Cody, which is probably what WWE want. You know, they always gonna want that golden boy to have that fan base. So I feel like turning one of them heel, it benefits them both. Because if we get heel Sammy, we haven't seen heel Sammy since the pandemic era or since Bloodline era for real, and we haven't seen a heel Cody since this nigga wasn't even in WWE. So. And I'm not counting Stardust. That was bull. I don't know.
Yeah.
That we're not counting that. We don't talk about Bruno. Yeah. So
We don't
it'll be
talk about
interesting.
Bruno.
It'd be interesting to see. And another thing too, I feel like if Sami Zayn wins, that crowd will either explode or go completely silent from shock. Because it's Sammy. Sammy, every time that he has an opportunity for that world title, he's there, and then boom, he loses.
Boom. Not
every single time. So the day that they finally pull the trigger on Sami Zayn, I feel like it's gonna be like one of the moments where like the crowd is like shook and then they just like start going crazy. Like once they announce Sammy as the winner or something, that's when the crowd will go crazy. Cause like the day it does happen, I would be so happy for Sami Zayn because he truly deserves it.
yeah.
He truly does deserve a world championship.
It's just I hope when they do it, they have
Some
plans.
plan.
Don't waste it.
Well, hey, what you told me earlier was actually a great idea. Imagine if KO came back, helped Sammy win, and the next night KO turns on Sammy. We get a KO
Yeah.
Sammy feud. Hey, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, I'll never get tired of them wrestling. Never. They can have 20,000 matches. I will watch every single time. Their
Yeah. And then
chemistry is
that'll be a
great.
good lead up to WrestleMania Backlash.
Yep. And also, speaking of Kevin Owens, when he comes back, if Randy is champion, are they throwing him in a feud with Randy, or do you think they do something else?
Mm.
That's what I want to know because, as we know, he was feuding with Randy before he got hurt and then had to leave. So if he comes back and Randy is champion, does he like attack Randy? Does he attack Cody? Does he attack Sammy? Does he go to
I
Raw
feel like he gonna
maybe?
come back. I feel like he gonna play it on face. I feel like he gonna come back and try to be buddy
Mm.
buddy with everybody. And you know how KO is. You know how KO is. He pulled that sneaky shit. I feel like he gonna do something like that.
Hey, remember the only one he regretted was Kofi Kingston. So everybody else, he don't care. Hey, everybody else he said deserves it except Kofi. So
Yeah.
hey, all right. I mean, you know, this is a fun episode. I can't lie. I like
This
talking about
was.
wrestling.
I can't
Like
wait.
just
I cannot wait for
predicting to
part two
real.
of this.
Woo. I can't wait to hear your full match card.
Yes. Because
I need you to get the building.
I got I got I got some, but we just gotta come up with some more. But I'm excited.
Because I know, for night one, for night two, I'm only having 5 matches, and for night one, I did 6. Just to pull it. Because night one, they normally do have like they have that
More
one extra
matches.
match on night one. Yeah, and then for night two, I want to say like those heavy hitters.
Oh yeah.
So that's gonna be fun, and especially with the rumor of The Rock circling around once again, that if they can't get Rock for Mania, Oba's gonna be back up. I'm still trying to figure out if I want to like what I'm gonna do with that because
Yeah.
the fact that they trust Obafemi so much that he can replace The Rock in a main event slot,
Of
like I don't think people
WrestleMania?
understand how like how much how much weight that put on Obafemi's shoulder. The
Yeah.
Rock of all people, and y'all want me to replace him at WrestleMania, the main event?
Uh
Okay, hold up. Hold up.
yeah.
Hold up. Then y'all put me against the biggest star in our company in the last 5 years, probably 10. Well, no, Casino was still there. So in the last 5 years,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's interesting to think about. It's interesting. But I do think, like I said, once again, it shows you WWE has high hopes for Oba.
Yes.
If Oba, oh my God. So boom. Now that I've talked about my WrestleMania match, I gotta throw this out there. Guys, Jey Uso is not winning King of the Ring. I know
No.
everyone is on the Jey Uso hate train. Let me tell you, WWE's marketing stunt. They know no one wants Jey Uso to win. Therefore, when Obafemi wins, it hits even better for them and for the fans because they know no one wants Jey Uso to win. So obviously, they're gonna tease us by making Jey Uso be all the fan favorites. So eventually, when he loses to Oba, it feels sweeter. Like,
Yeah.
I don't. And then also another thing, they had to put someone that was convincing enough to be like, oh crap, this person might be over. That's the illusion they're trying to build. Obviously, Jey Uso is not winning King of the Ring.
No.
Even if Brock Lesnar interferes, Jey Uso's not winning King of the Ring. I don't see it. I'm sorry, he's not winning King of the Ring. Now, if he does, I will eat my words and everything. But Jey Uso's not winning King of the Ring. This is just some marketing stuff from WWE. They
I
know that
mean,
Jey Uso has a hate train for no reason, mind you. Jey's a great wrestler. He has great charisma. The only thing that I can say is that he does get tired in the middle of his promos, but that nigga has a full performance like 3 minutes before he gets in the ring. I don't understand the Jey Uso hate at all.
yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I remember when everybody was, hyped for him. And
Mm-hmm.
they seen the hype, so they was like, okay, boom, we're gonna have him win Royal Rumble. Boom, he get that title, and it kind of just went downhill from there. Like,
I'm gonna be honest though. I love that he won the title. He should not have tapped out Gunther though. That should not have been the ending of that match.
I
He
feel like
should not have tapped out
it
Gunther.
should have been like a roll up or some shit.
Yeah, I
Like
would have rather been a
a
roll
sleek,
up than
sneaky
Gunther
win
tapping out. And then it's the fact that Gunther tapped immediately.
to his own move.
Like, come on now, what are we doing? Jey Uso's never done a sleep before, mind you. Someone looked up that statistic just to like, because that's how much that Jey Uso has so much hate. Jey Uso had never done a sleeper hold before in his life, and the one time he does it, he wins.
Yeah, but I do like the fact that he was like, you know, imitating Gunther's moves. Like, if I can't beat you with mine, I'm gonna beat you with yours.
I'm gonna beat you with yours. Yeah.
Yeah, I do like that. I do like how he did it.
Now I'll say this. To an extent, I can understand the fans that are like, okay, y'all giving Jay the opportunities. What about Jimmy? Those I can understand. But this is the thing I hate that wrestling fans do. They'll try to put another wrestler down just to put another one over. You don't have to put a wrestler down just to get the other wrestler over. You could put both of the wrestlers over. That I never understood fans who do that.
Yeah.
Like, for example, boom, the whole Rhea Ripley Jade Cargill thing. Everyone's trying to blame Jade Cargill for every single mistake that happens in the match. Yeah, bro, those two matches that Jade had with Rhea Ripley are her highest rated matches in her career, in my opinion. What the fuck are they talking about?
Bro,
I don't get it. Y'all love Rhea Ripley so much that you're trying to put Jade Cargill down. I don't get that. These folks
even blamed Jade Cargill for her wig coming off. But they don't even see the fact that Charlotte was pulling on that mud the whole
Charlotte literally pulled it. Like, she pulled it and then punched. Like how is that Jay's fault?
And I'm like, it's okay. Mistakes happen. And I felt bad because in an interview a while back ago, Jade was like, that was her worst fear, is her wig getting snatched off. And it did.
Ooh,
and everybody's like making fun of it. Like, imagine how she feels because now her worst nightmare is happening and y'all making her feel like that. And then they try to they'd be like, oh, well, it happens to everybody, Naomi. It happened to Naomi. I'm like, well, I don't think it happened to Naomi, but I mean, it's a wig. Everybody wears them. Everybody wears them. Dakota Kai, Selena Vega, everybody that they got extensions, like everything. It's just Jade.
You know, I hate to do this, but you know, a lot of wrestling fans are, I ain't gonna say they're racist, but they definitely prejudiced when it comes to certain wrestlers.
Yeah.
And ever since Jade got there, the narrative was she can't wrestle. She can't wrestle. She has no charisma. Okay. She had she had a banger match with Jordan Grace and those two banger matches with Rhea Ripley. Oh, so now they're trying to find everything to blame on Jade Cargill when she improves on the thing y'all hate on, y'all try to find something else to hate on her for.
Yeah.
I don't get that.
Yeah. They do be a little, you know, R word sometimes.
Yep. Yeah. Hey, I guess
folks.
J&J is I guess J&J the most hated. J and Jade, they the most hated right now.
Most hated. Well, it's about that time, boss.
Well, did you enjoy this episode?
I love this episode. Like I said, I cannot wait for part 2.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Well, everybody, thank you for tuning into the Mixed Tag Podcast. We will have night 2 ready for you soon, and Moni will have her night 1 ready. And don't forget, to everybody out there, this your warning shot. Oops. Bow. 4 letters, 1 word. Yeah.
Main event villain, I'm the one they fear.